Thank you, sir.
Dr. Ashok Chauhan, Dr. Amita Chauhan, Mr. Atul Chauhan, Mr. Asim Chauhan, Major General Jai Singh, Dr. Balwinder Shukla, and Dr. Gurinder Singh, members of the statutory bodies, faculty members, heads of all institutions, parents of the graduates, and most important of all, the class of 09 who are graduating today. And I will never forget all the esteemed media which is here. I must also address them. Dr. Chauhan, as I learn more about MIT, what an amazing institution you have created, an enterprise worth its fame. It's not the fame that only carries, and what I'm most impressed about was what he said to you students. You students go forth in the world, confident that you are receiving the finest of education and confident that you are not just with education, but the values and the criteria of this great nation, India. This is one of the very proud moments in my life, and to Amity and Dr. Chauhan, I must thank you very much for having bestowed this unique honor on me. And I'm told this is one of the few doctorates. Is this the first doctorate? Okay, this is the first doctorate which I accept with great humility. Ladies and gentlemen, I would have been here today had it not been for the great support and friendship of my wife, Nita, for the last 40 years. Whilst this assembly and function is being held primarily for all the young folks who graduate today, therefore at this time, I thought I'd deliver a message to you all folks. I have a very short period from the bottom of my heart. As Dr. Chauhan said, a lot of you would probably find placements abroad, and I traveled a lot outside this country. Although all folks outside have a great impression of India, at being well educated, very progressive, law-abiding, and unfortunately a very noisy democracy. But one impression I carry back always is the feel that Indians, the foreigners feel, are not very innovative. To every nation which has done well in the world, innovation is the key to their success. US today is the leader of innovation amongst the chaos of the Middle East. One country stands out as the innovative country, that's Israel. I could not go into details of what these countries have achieved, as this is not the forum to do so. You students are our leaders of tomorrow, and you shall lead this nation in the future. The question is, how many of them are thought leaders? We need innovation as an inculcation into our thought process. A move from thinking about products and services to thinking about capabilities. Innovation is just not technology, but it can be applied to our daily lives. So be focused and keep your eyes open at all times, because you do not know when you may get that billion-dollar idea. Let me throw to you a few examples how innovation works. These are few examples of technology, but I'll bring to you also examples which are non-technical. In 1968, a scientist, Spence Smith, at 3M Labs in Minneapolis, was researching ways to make companies' tape-based adhesives stronger. He failed to find what he was looking at, but instead stumbled on something new, an adhesive that was strong enough to stick to any surface, but easily could be removed. and reused. Therefore, this was the birth of the post-it notes as a simple innovation born out of a failed invention, translated into an excellent product through innovation. Sometimes keeping it very simple is the need of the hour. I'm running out of time. I can give you one example of India. About 4 years ago, the president of FedEx, Federal Express, very large logistics company, came to India, and I had the privilege of being on the same dais as him, along with Tom Peters, again a very well-known speaker and a thought leader. And he talked about the amazing logistics which has been created in the US and the hub they have somewhere near Atlanta, as far as I know. I'm forgetting the town. And he showed us pictures. When it came the time for me to speak, I told him in all humbleness, sir, we in India don't have this. But we have amazing institutions in India and enterprises. And I pointed out to him one of the most amazing and the most lowest cost innovations which dates back to several decades. The Dabbawalas, most of you must have heard of them. To us Indians, this is an amazing thing where 200,000 lunches are delivered to by 5,000 Dabbawalas every day with an amazing accuracy of menu and time. A sample coloring code system. Till 5 years ago, ladies and gentlemen and students, they did not even have a computer. I think this is true innovation and one of the few true Six Sigma operations as certified by Harvard's study itself. I think even your folks should make a study of these people. How do they innovate? It's a fail-safe system, which I can't say about many enterprises. I addressed the students here who are passing out, and I said, time is unfortunately short. I did want to talk about the company I have a privilege of leading, a company called Moser. I started with a bag in my hand and a passion in my mind. I'm one of those, pins you call with the bottom heavy, where if I fall, I stand up again. And I tell you students, failure should not make you despondent ever in life. Moser today has innovation inculcated into its DNA. We innovate at every stage. We don't buy technologies. We develop them and innovate upon them. I won't get into the details of what we are doing in the semiconductor field today, but I will say one thing. I was pleasantly amazed to learn today, this morning only, that MIT is doing a great deal of work in nanotechnology and in the field of solar photovoltaics. And to you, sir, I say, we will work together with MIT to ensure that India can bring forth a photovoltaic cell or a panel which can bring electrical power below grid cost. I do not want to say very much more. I'm going to skip over a few things I had written here with a request to Dr. Chauhan. Towards the third quarter of this year, I think I'll be more freer. I've taken on some responsibilities in CII, which I can't forego. I would love to come here and speak to the students especially, because remember, they are the future of our nation. And thank you once again, sir, for this very, very great honor you have bestowed on me. Thank you.